Let's go.
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose? You can't run! Try that again!
Alright, I'll call. Going all in. Tabs on me. Let's make it quick. Ha!
You're annoying! Stay right there while I give you a present! You can't run! Try that again!
Fighting is meaningless.
Don't ask, just spend.
Batter up!
My turn! Watch this!
No dirty tricks on me.
You can't run!
Watch your head.
It's too late to repent. The time's now.
Better hedge your bets. Can't lose this one.
You have the worst.
Clemency?
Alright, I'll call your bet. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Going all in. Tabs on me. Let's go.
With me out here, how can we lose? You can't run! Try that again!
All in. No interest in conflict.
Hedge your spend freely.
My turn! Here! You can't run! Try that again!
Watch your head. It's on me.
Batter up! Clemency, the time is now.
My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present. Try that again. You can't run.
All in. Don't ask, just spend.
Step aside. I have no...
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose? Try that again. You can't run.
Going all in. Tabs on me. Let's make it quick.
Batter up! Clemency? Never heard of it. The time is now.
My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present. Try that again.
Watch your head.
You can't run.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Looks like I've got a winning hand. Don't ask, just spend.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision. Right!
Let's go.
Rules are made to be broken!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Just as I thought. She was here. just remembered that Madame Herta has a game cartridge named Punk Lord Mentality in her collection. You remember it, right? It's actually on the list of missing curios. I wasn't able to put the two together before. If the hacker has a personal objective other than the I got it! I got it now! The Stellaron Hunter's operation was just a cover for her. That's right! She was so interested in the Curio Collection Index that she stayed in the space station even after her mission was complete. She knew we would be looking for the Stellaron Hunters and used it as her cover. Hold on, though. Something doesn't add up. The Curios are Madame Herta's most prized possessions. All the visit requesters. Some researchers tried to gain access to the Curios for research purposes once, but they didn't get proper authorization. You got me there. But with the skills of this hacker, we should go and check the main control room.
This is our chance.
What about this?
It's getting late. Where to now? We need a strategy.
Good. We need a strategy. Is that all?
Wait, don't move. I get chills just perfect. Not only did she shut off all the access logs, she shut off all the terminal transmissions too. I thought it... Let's focus on... I am curious though. She paused the terminal transmissions, but didn't touch the... As a Stellaron hunter, she leaves the Stellaron behind. As a hacker, she doesn't delete the local log. Relax, friend. I've done this a mil...
So, how many of my moves can you block?
My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present. You can't run. Try that again.
Time for some sword play. Strike with heart.
See? I was right. There was something fishy about the look. Now we can browse through the Curio access logs. Huh? From the way things look, yes. The records show that this... I'm seriously confused. What did she come here for? She wouldn't have... No, if I start thinking like that, I may as well give up now. I have to fully investigate...
So, how many of my moves can you block?
About this!
With me out here, how can we lose?
Time for some sword play.
The time is now.
So, blade in flight.
Step aside. What about this?
You have to watch this.
The truth of life and death. Reveal this sanctuary is but a vision. Right!
Time for some swordplay.
This is our chance.
I told ya I could fight. Stay right there while I give you a present. Try that again.
So, how many am I?
Let's go. About this!
My turn.
Strike with heart. Time for some swordplay.
Clemency?
This is our chance. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
You can't get anything done. Get scared so easily. Nice! Let's go!
That's not gonna happen. I'll say it again. I don't care what Runmei said to you, but there's no chance we're shutting down the simulated universe.
Herta, I've made my question. What have we invested into this project? Hundreds of system hours, the resources of an entire planet, and what have we gotten in return? Unknowns, confusion, and a series of errors. In the beginning, we defined the simulated universe as a miniature world that could be used to discover the traces of the eons. But now, it's become something far removed.
The simulated universe is bound to make errors. You said that yourself, and that's exactly—
I adore the vast amount of knowledge, but I cannot accept that the simulated universe— Herta, think about it. How many surprises has this project given?
The simulated universe never disappointed me. Do you really think of yourself as someone so exceptionally amazing? Right?
Herta, I don't mean to question you, nor do I want to deny them. I just want to give more room for knowledge.
That's enough. Leave if you don't want to be part of this. Go tell the other two yourself. Oh, and I can go find Adrian Taylor, or the red-nosed old man from Epsilon, or even the Intelligentsia Guild. Screw them. We've known each other for— You're nothing but a piece of—
My apologies. This all started with me. I was the one that brought up the request to end our academic collaboration. However, we have our differences when it comes down to our long-term vision for the future. These differences will often— Deep down, I want to continue to believe in Herta. The question is whether one should end a collab— Are you worried about it? Judging by the result, I have failed to choose the most— The emotions of organic life are like tides. It is my fault for not noticing the trajectory of the moon. As for the simulated universe— Search. Bonfire in the depths of the woods. A lone stone sword point— That is a love letter a Galaxy Ranger has written for the universe. Young sir, it is a planet made of data and symbols. The edges of reality and illusion are blurred in Punk Lord, as are its days and nights. An ether cartridge is a chip that Punklordian hackers use to edit reality. The ways through which a hacker perceives and modifies— It's a recording of the hacker's life and proof of their existence. The one on— He became a Galaxy Ranger by accident and spent many long years traveling among the stars. He encountered countless fascinating individuals and saw wonders witnessed by few. Many of the records and details recorded therein are beyond the knowledge of even the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild. That is why it became part of the masses of calculation data for the simulated universe. Yes, no need to worry, my friend. It's, as I said, it is a very important reference for the simulated universe. Herta was probably impulsive and added the cartridge into the simulation without telling anyone. I understand your concern. If the individual in question did indeed— As such, please allow me to offer my limited abilities. As you already know, the simulated universe will be shut down temporarily. Yes, this is the last chance. By way of apology for shutting down the simulated universe, this is my recommendation.
Did you hear that? With the simulated universe? Shut down? Wait, this isn't my fault, is it? This is terrible. I feel still. Beating myself up all the time won't help either. We're here for the cartridge. Having heard what Mr. Scroolum said, you're entering this... I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you. I'll be helping Mr. Scroolum monitor the system's internal data flow from the office. Anyway...
Well, sir. Please, ask away. They are a group that carries a balance scale with them at all times. They believe all the justice in the universe. That was the most suitable way of describing. They are directed by the path of the hunt and are always accompanied by song and the sound of horns. They pursue justice for the individuals and groups they encounter along the way. However, all stories come to an end, just as they disappeared from the spotlight. There is a group of life forms there that know nothing of fatigue. They are compiling the languages, thoughts, and even emotions of the entire... You see, in the vast sea of data, life exists only in one form, a line of code. Whether it's a butterfly, maybe the emotions of organic life forms are Yes, there are other... I believe that the miracles inside the simulated universe have the right to grow and develop organically. The will of... The more Herta tries, the further she moves away from the universe that she had hoped for. Conclusion. The endless I hope to free my... Nevertheless, I must also clarify that this is my... Very well. I will be sending you into the simulated universe using an... This will help us quickly locate the cartridge in the vast sea of data. We'll start with this... Young sir, are you all right? You are now inside the data link of the ether cartridge. Hacker? Oh, conclusion. That is a holographic record that the simulated universe has created. You were right. The enemy's invasion has spread to the deepest parts of the simulated universe. They were only a hair away from the ether cartridge's data link. What we are... Young sir, please stay still.
Hey, you. Where are you?
I initiated the simulation flow. This is just a record of the past. Please listen and don't interrupt her.
First off, I'm not obsessed with it. On Punk Lord, the stories of the cartridge are no different from textbooks. Secondly, it's not some kind of video game cartridge. It's an ether cartridge. It's the second pair of eyes, Do you understand what that actually means? With that cartridge, if a guy went to a movie premiere and bought some mixed popcorn, you'd be able to know the flavor of the fourth kernel he picked out of the bucket. It's truly amazing. Lastly, I'm gonna say it again. I am not obsessed with it. The reason I'm still... Alright, let's get going. We have to move quickly. This place is different from the rest of the space station.
It is safe to assume that two people entered the sim... Interesting. You are now taking the point of view of the companion.
A one-time enemy. Ha! You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
Ha!
100% quick! A one-time and... Can you let me have some fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Let's make it quick. What about this?
Fork in the road, huh? I got this. Wanna pick one first?
Technically, she is asking her companion to choose. The record...
Wrong choice. The correct answer is the path on the right. Not what we're looking for. It's a bait signal. Ugh, why would Herta put something like this inside the simulated universe? Never mind, I miscounted.
She's actually on the correct path. She just needs to continue a little further. We've met Stellaron Hunter, Silver Wolf. We've fought against one another before. Herta was there as well. It was more like a test than a duel. She would attack, and I would defend. Neither of us gave it our all. She wasn't able to break through. I never thought our next meeting would take place under these circumstances.
What the? This was the right way all along.
Seems like we can now continue.
Oh, back to the space station again. A riddle? Where's the skip button? A one-time enemy. Ha! You took the bait just like that. Time for a buzz.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Yeah! Strike with heart!
You took the bait just like that. Time for a buzz.
About this!
I told ya I could fight.
So, blade in flight! Victory by the blade.
Finally, almost there. There's even a miniature Herta over here.
Shift the balance.
100% quick! Eesh. A little narcissistic, isn't she? The whole space station is... I was planning on adding a mustache for her, but the spray didn't work. The entire space station feels like it's made of paper, but her portrait is near indestructible.
She's talking about that portrait in the elevator room, no? Herta commissioned me to design an encryption tool. That's correct. The ether cartridge data is in the next room. Yes, that incongruous feeling has persisted. She came for the Stellaron, but showed a strong interest in the curios. And just as we found out about the existence of the... I must admit, this feels less like... I recall a story about Punk Lord. It is said that graffiti is a special kind of symbol there. Hackers see reality, whether it be for competition or for joy. They leave a trail in the places they visit. One symbol after another link up to become a long, long journey that writes the game of life. And would this ongoing affair not be part of such an endeavor? Perhaps this is all nothing more than a game she's decided to play with us. In which case, let us...
A strong adversary. Help me improve.
More anime time for a buzz.
Let's go.
You have the worst luck running into me. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Time for some slap.
Try that again.
Can you let time for a buzz?
This is our chance.
So, Blade, in flight!
Time for a buzz.
Let's make it quick. How about this?
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
Look, we found it. The ether cartridge is here, and it's perfectly intact. There is an unwelcome third party here with us. If what we are seeing constitutes past images of Silver Wolf, then for her to have made it this far would have entailed the disappearance of the cartridge. I believe that she was indeed able to hack into Herta's office. After all, even the best hacker wouldn't be able to find a specified target in the vast ocean of the simulated universe's data.
Unless she had some... Ha! You want to explain it to...
The final results are on the display table, young sir. Take a closer look if you wish. We have plenty... I'm sorry. Herta forbade me from disclosing any information beforehand. She made clear that, however, the way I see it, the most important elements were dedication and sincerity. The graffiti is like a two-way data tunnel. You can use it to retrace the trails she leaves behind. I fear she may well have had the whole thing planned out before hacking the space station. The graffiti and... You've guessed correctly. The person she left herself a back door in the office, performed a proxy hack the moment you entered the simulated universe, and found... I must say, she really is a masterful... Well then, were Miss Silverwool?
Huh. You knew it all I knew it would be hard to fool you. All that talk you were spouting along the way was meant for me.
It is a joy and an honor to have the opportunity to face off against you once again.
So, the business about shutting down the universe and the argument with Herta was all just an act?
That is up to you to interpret. Herta and I have always been frank with one another. Sharp conversations of that nature happen on a regular basis. It wouldn't be... Miss Silverwolf is truly a talented hacker. Not only did she calculate everything ahead of time, she has numerous variables and aces still to play. News of my sudden visit to the space station was probably the only uncontrollable variable in her plan. And with my arrival came the nightmare of shutting down the simulated universe. That would have ruined her plans and all her preparations. You now know everything about this encounter.
Everything? No, no. You're wrong about the most important part. You think I came here out of desperation, but I've been bursting with excitement this whole time. Do you know how happy I was when you showed up, Screwlum? I haven't had the thrill of a formidable opponent in such a long time. The Legion is nothing but a bunch of cavemen, and the IPC were a disappointment. Only the Society has the talent to provide me with a fun challenge. Reality is nothing but a game. But what's the point of a game if it can't make you happy? An invitation letter and a challenge letter.
You're confident you'll be able to get out of the...
That's right. And I'm bringing this with me.
Oh, a copy. You completed it while we were talking just now.
Why else would I entertain so much small talk? You're not the only one stalling for time. I'm guessing that Herta is hiding in a corner somewhere, trying to pull off a... And I'm looking forward to it. How do you plan on stopping me this time? Are you going to turn the simulated universe into a black box? Or are you going to work with the IPC and put together a cross-galactic encirclement? Screwlum, will I be able to see your true strength this time? The long-awaited result will finally be determined. There will only be...
My apologies, Miss Silverwolf, but none of what you are hoping...
Huh? Leave? But why? Aren't you trying to catch me?
Your creativity has proven interesting. However, I have nothing to do with your quarrel with the space station.
I'm gonna leave with...
That's just a duplicate. Correction, not only is the one in your possession a duplicate, but so is the one here. The real curio was transferred elsewhere at the very beginning. Conclusion.
What if I attack the space?
It would have nothing to do with me. But I must warn you, it is likely...
Then what if I were to destroy...
I'm sorry, but that simply isn't possible. Ether editing isn't capable of destroying an entire universe.
What is the point of this then? You guys went out of your way to put together this trap, but don't plan on doing anything at all?
That's right. This way, the game that you so carefully orchestrated is now pointless, is it not? There's no point in a game if it's no longer fun. Silver Wolf, I know what you're after. The IPC's shackles won't be able to hold you, and jail is but another game to you. Herta and I came to an understanding. We will no longer enable you and give you what you need.
How boring.
However, Herta felt that this would be too easy on you, and wanted to add something of her own. And that is why, in this very moment, she has reverse-hacked you and located all your interastral network accounts. A total of 76 accounts. A very impressive number. How would it be if the IPC were to freeze all of them? Including all of your game records.
What? Hey, hold on a minute.
And she logged out. How hasty of her. Games are always fun in the eyes of a child. But to an adult, it's about time we were on our...
A flawless victory! Hope you got it. I couldn't care less about what happened with the space station, but I already notified someone at the IPC to freeze all her accounts. She's probably crying in front of her computer right now.
Thank you, young sir. Your and Mr. Leonard's contributions were a necessity to our victory. Do you have any other questions regarding this incident? Her ultimate goal was always the ether cartridge, but she developed an alternative objective in challenging Herta and me in the process. All those complicated puzzles and unnecessary ploys. Nothing more than games, I'll wager. If you are referring to the back doors Silver Wolf left behind, we have cleared out all of them. Don't worry. The space station is not as fragile as you think. Whether it's cosmic war... Please. Certainly not. Although Madame Herta and I have our differences in terms of research direction, the simulated universe is our shared pursuit, and nothing will change that. On the contrary, I plan on staying here for a while to see up close what kind of surprises the new branch of the... There is no one answer to that question, my friend. To sentimental, organic life forms, it could be the first falling leaf in the change of seasons, or the marks carved onto someone through the passage of time. To the swarm that follows its instincts, it might be the sight of fresh meat in their compound eyes and the restless thirst for sustenance. And for me, perhaps the image of symbols woven together, still able to move the heart. Of course, I've also heard that the answer is nothing more than a medium-rare cattle steak, salt-baked Kalia lemongrass, Herman compound milk, and a port. All I need is energy. The form, I would never forsake the delights of the culinary world in the interests of efficiency. Now, it is possible that my joints may need a little lubricant every now and again. Well, young sir, our destination may differ, but there are still countless opportunities for our paths to cross. The pursuit of knowledge will always...
So, the reason Madame Herta wanted me to continue the investigation was to lure her... She said, can you believe it? I've just been acknowledged. I don't have to worry about me.
This chapter has come to a conclusion. Come.
It's gone. It's all gone. They seriously left nothing behind. They went too far this time. Too far.
All right. Stop with the tantrum. You're not a kid anymore.
I am not throwing a tantrum.
Uh-huh. Anyway, what are you gonna do now, huh? Hack an IPC branch nearby and get your accounts back?
If it were just one or two accounts, sure. I kind of overdid it this time. I lost basically everything. A branch office probably won't be enough. I'm gonna have to make a trip to Pier Point.
What, you're going alone? That's the IPC's headquarters.
Yep, just me.
I probably won't be able to. I'm in Elio's next script. Did you forget?
Oh, right. That...
I hope you have a good time.
Don't worry. I've already got an idea. You see that cloud diner just 2 kilometers from here? A few temps from the building material logistics department just stepped in.
Getting a move on already? I would have thought you'd at least want to spend some time with that cartridge.
I told you. I'm not obsessed with it. Besides, there's fun to be had along the way. A game is a game, and that's all there is to it.
It's getting late. Where to now?